Shalom, giving all praise to Yahweh by Shem Shai by Shem Rakakwadash. Shalom to the 144,000 and the rest of the elect out there. Shalom to you all. I'm going to try to make this quick. Let's see where the Spirit takes me. Anyway, I had a couple of titles in my head, but I'm going to give this video the title, Vocab Malone, Israelites Look Like Every Nation Under the Sun.
Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Call Halayim La Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakha HaKwadash, and double honors to the elders and apostles, the men of great millstone, and to the rest of the brethren on down, teaching and preaching the true doctrine of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Shalom Bayatah Davadah, and also to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and also to the speckled bird about people whose fathers go back to one of the 12 sons of the patriarch Jacob Yasha Allah. Shalom to you, Mashpachah. And when I say speckled birds, I mean this is an example right here of a speckled bird of our people that's among the other nations, looking like the other nations. Now, I'm going to go into this article lightly, and then I'm going to grab a few scriptures, just end it off, right? But I'm going to read a little bit in this article, just a little bit, just to give a small or a short insight on this particular matter. And then we go get some scriptures and end it off. Just bring out some, just edifying, just simply for the edification, right? Now, you see a father right here and a son. Now, if his father's father go back to who? One of the men of our nation, guess what? They are nation, and also is his son is a part of our people. See? But let me read the article, though. It says what? Kaifeng Jews, right? The article says Kaifeng Jews. It says Kaifeng Utarim Hebrew. And then it gives in Hebrew. And then it's Hebrew. And then it says are a small community of descendants of Chinese Judites, Yahawdiyam, in Kaifeng, in the Henan province of China. In the early centuries of their settlement, they may have numbered around 2,500 people. Despite their isolation from the rest of the it says the Ish diaspora, meaning Judites diaspora. Their ancestors managed to practice our ways, Judite, the Israelite ways, traditions, and customs for several centuries. The distinctive customary life of the Kaifeng community slowly eroded as assimilation and intermarriage with Han Chinese and Hu neighbors advanced until by the 19th century. It said Ishness, but the Judite largely became extinct, apart from its retentions of memories of its clan Ish, meaning Judite past. See, basically meaning saying that they forgot it, meaning that tradition of who they really were, this particular group of people among the tribe, among Moab, they forgot who they were. Because why? It wasn't passed down from one generation to the next, right? Basically, they assimilated into Moab, right? Which to wind up and start thinking that they actually is Moab. But what? They not. Some are not. A lot of them Moabites, but then you still got some, like you see here, what I'm showing right here, that they not Moabites. Those of our people whose fathers go back to what? The tribe of Yahweh. And I'm gonna go into the scriptures and I'm gonna show you these particular things that our people did. And what you think would happen when Ezra told people to get rid of them? What you think happened to them? You think they just ceased from existing? No, they went and spread their seed among that particular people. See? But let me read a little bit more of this article though. And it says, the place of origin of these Judites and the date when they established their settlement in Kaifeng are sources of intense debate among experts. While the descendants of the Kaifeng Judites are assimilated into mainstream Chinese culture, some of them are trying to revive their beliefs and customs of their ancestors. Now, wait a minute. It says what? Some of them are trying to revive their beliefs and customs. Now, see what? This is the spirit going out right here. This is that Holy Spirit that's going out in the end time when the Most High said he's going to wake up his people. See? That spirit ain't going out on people that ain't our people. The Most High, hey man, you gotta understand that this thing is this is spiritual things happening from Yahweh Shem Yahushua, right? And he given all of our people, no matter what you look like, no matter where you at, no matter what people that you're among, he given all our people the opportunity to acknowledge, to think on their past, to remember what it says in Baruch, and they shall remember the ways of their fathers which sinned against me. Hey man, that's what's going on. And what did it say? It said, and he giving all our people the opportunity he presenting this to them and giving you the opportunity for you to come into the fold and be saved. See? Now, no matter what you look like, no matter what nation of people that you are among, you've been told to return back to your power. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. You see? He giving you the opportunity. You going to have some of our people that's going to accept it, and then you got some of our people that's going to reject it. A lot of our people, and those that's going to reject it is going to outnumber those that's going to accept it. Period, point blank. But let me continue in the article and read it again. The place of origin of these Judites and the date when they established their settlement in Kaifeng are sources of intense debate among experts. While the descendants of the Kaifeng Judites are assimilated into mainstream Chinese culture, some of them are trying to revive their beliefs and customs of their ancestors. In the late 21st century, efforts has been made to revive Kaifeng Judite heritage and encourage the descendants of its original population to convert back to what? Judaism. No, you ain't converting back to no Judaism. See, you ain't converting back to no Judaism. You basically just converting back to your heritage, the heritage of your forefathers. Your heritage. See, you can get that Judaism shit out of here. See, because it ain't no such thing as no Judaism. The words that Yahweh Shem Yahushua sent to his people and was told to be taught to his people back then by the tribe of Levi, the sons of Aaron, it was for all the tribes of Israel. It was for all the children of Israel, not for just for the southern kingdom. See? So ain't no such thing as no Judaism. That's made up by them damn devils. See? And it says, VA, the offices of the a number of young Chinese descendants of Kaifeng Jews have made, well, they put some other shit, right? Let me see. Let's read a little bit of this article. It says the background history of this within this. It says the origin of the Kaifeng Judites and the date of their arrival is one of the most intensely debated topics in the field of Chinese Judite relations. Though some scholars date their arrival to the Tang dynasty in 618 to 907, or even earlier. Let me see. It says consider that the most probable date for the formation of a Judite community in Kaifeng was sometime during the Song Dynasty, 960 to 1279 CE. That prior to the Song, this says the Ish, but Judite merchants were active in China appeared probably from the fact that the Eastern Islamic Persian geographer Ben Khordad, whatever the fuck his name is, in his book of of Roads and Kingdoms. But you know, I'm just roughly just going through this little article. But hey, I ain't even got to go all into it. Um, but you see the point though, and you see these individuals right here. See, but the point is, let me just get into these scriptures, man, because the point I want to make is our people. Hey, man, Judites we always was going into the women of other nations. Now the transgression was that we wasn't to be assimilated into their ways and following after their idol worshippers and all that stuff. But it wasn't no sin for you to go and grab a woman of that particular nation. That wasn't a sin. See? But let me grab this scripture right here real quick though. Let me grab this. Let me read this. Let's go to let me see. Let me go to Isaiah 16th chapter. Let's read that real quick. Isaiah 16 and I'm going to go to 4. Isaiah 16 and verse 4. You know what? I'll start from the top and read down to it. It says, prophecy of Moab's devastation. It says, send ye the lamb to the ruler of the land of Selah, to the wilderness, unto the mount of the daughter of Zion. For it shall be that as a wandering bird cast out of the net, so the daughters of Moab shall be at the fords of Arnon. Take counsel, execute judgment, make thy shadow as the night in the midst of the noonday. Hide the outcast, bewray not him that wandereth. What it says, hide the outcasts, bewray not him that wandereth. Bewray meaning basically uproot, basically destroy, right? And it says, well, matter of fact, let me grab it. Bewray. Let me grab that real quick. It says bewray. Well, let me see. And it says bewray. It says to be revealed, to uncover, to remove, depart, to go into exile, to uncover oneself, to discover or show oneself, to reveal himself, to remove, to uncover, negative, general, to disclose, discover, lay bare, to make known. It just gives you a bunch of them. It says uncover, discover, captive, carry away, reveal, open, captivity, show, remove. You know. So, but let's go back to the text, and it says what? It says, hide the outcasts, bewray not him that wandereth. Let my outcasts dwell with thee, Moab. Be thou a cover to them from the face of the spoiler. For the extortioner is at an end. The spoiler ceaseth. The oppressors are consumed out of the land. But what it said right to the point I want though, it says, let my outcasts dwell with thee, Moab. You see? And these will be considered as, if they are people, they will be considered as the outcast that was dwelling among Moab. You see? Now you can read some of these scriptures, and some of them it's talking about ancient time. But once again, what does he say in his text? There's nothing new under the sun. See, meaning it always is. Some of the scriptures is twofold. I mean, it could be talking about something in the past, but it's also talking about the present. Because we are scattered among all people. And Jake been putting their seed in all these nations, man. So don't think that it's far-fetched, right? And then if the Most High is calling our people back to him, no matter what they looking like, who the fuck are you to reject them or not accept them? Motherfucker, you gotta treat them the same way you treat yourself. You accepting yourself. So you would have to also accept them. You can't just deny them because reject them because they don't look like you. You have to accept them too. And a lot of our people, you ain't gonna make it because you would, if you see these two dudes guys right here and they are our people, you would reject them. Because why? Because they don't look like you. See? But you, according to Yahweh Shem Shai, if he accepted them back, who the fuck is you to reject them? See? But let's grab this other one though. Let's grab this real quick. Let me grab this. Let me go into that Ezra right quick. I just want to make this point. Ezra 9. Ezra 9. And I'm gonna start from the top. Why not? Ezra 9 and verse 1. Now with these things, and then people, those of my people used to read this particular chapter right here, and they used to be making a point of saying that, see, we ain't supposed to be fucking with these women of other nations. We ain't supposed to be making, that's a transgression unto us. No, that's not a transgression unto us. You was told not to mess with them. Why? So you wouldn't commit the transgression that the Most High was speaking about because you joined unto them, because you took them as they with their daughters as your wives. See? He said, don't do it so that you don't commit a particular transgression. See? Not that getting with them as having their daughters as your wives was a transgression. No. It was a transgression that you was going to commit in doing such. And I'm going to read it. And what it says. Ezra 9 and 1. Now when these things were done, the princes came to me. And this is talking about when we came back into the land after our captivity in Babylon. During the time of the Medo and Persian Empire, we came back into our land. And what happened when we came back into our land? Shit, Jake starts seeing some fine-ass Moabites, some fine-ass Ammonites. You start seeing, looking at all these different, you start looking at these fine-ass women. Some of these women that was fine. And you start looking, man, shit, she fine in a motherfucker. Let me go ahead and take her. But let me read into it, though. The people of Yasharallah and the priests and the Levites have separated themselves from the people of the lands. Have not separated themselves from the people of the lands, doing according to their abomination, even of the Canaanites, the Hittites, the Perizzites, the Jebusites, the Ammonites, the Moabites, the Egyptians, and the Amorites. See, what it said we did when we came back into the land? Jake started going off again. See, the transgression wasn't you getting these women. Now, we was told not to be fucking with these Canaanite broads, period. But you go into the thing of why you was told not to be messing with these different nations. Because why? You would commit a particular transgression against Yahweh Shem Shai, which is pertaining to the first commandment. See? And then it says what? Verse 2. Ezra 9 and 2. For they have taken of the daughters for themselves and for their sons, so that the holy seed have mingled themselves with the people of those lands. Yea, the hand of the princes and rulers have been chief in this trespass. And when I heard this thing, I ripped my garment and my mantle, and plucked off the hair off my head and off my beard, and sat down astonished. Then were assembled unto me every one that trembled at the words of Yahweh, the power of Israel, because of the transgression of those that had been carried away. And I sat astonished until the evening. Verse 5. Matter of fact, you know what? Let me jump to 10. Second Ezra 10. I just want to read that at 9 first. Second Ezra 10, right? 10 and 1. Now when Ezra had prayed, and when he had confessed, weeping and casting himself down before the house of Yahweh, there assembled unto him out of Israel a very great congregation of men and women and children, for the people wept very sore. Right? Now I'm going to jump down to 3. Matter of fact, I'll continue. And Shechaniah the son of Yael, one of the sons of Elam, answered and said unto Ezra, we have transgressed against our power, and have taken strange wives of the people of the land. Yet now there is hope in Yasharallah concerning this thing. Now therefore, let us make a covenant with our power, to put away all the wives and such as are born of them, the children, according to the counsel of my Lord and of my Lord, and of those that tremble at the commandment of our power, Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua, and let it be done according to the law. Arise, for this matter belongeth unto thee. We also will be with thee. Be of good courage and do it. You see? So, and let's just jump over. Let's go to Nehemiah right quick. Because I didn't have that one in Ezra 9 and 10, but the Spirit just it directed me to go to 9 first. So, that's why I read that one. But let's go to this Nehemiah. Let's grab Nehemiah right quick. Nehemiah 13. And I already told you, Jake, in Ezra 9, I already told you that Jake was going into Moab. And putting his seed in Moab, and it had some children. That you thinking when you read some of these scriptures, you got to understand that time go about. If a Jake went into abroad of another nation, don't you know it take that 9 to 10 months she gonna have the child? So it wasn't just no 2 weeks or they did this last week. We just came into the land, and last week they already taking these bitches and all this shit. No, time goes by. You know, it could have been a year, 2 years, or whatever when this thing happened, and it had to be several years, because for a child to come and be born, that's 1 year, right? And then for the child to be talking and talk these things. Now watch this. What I'm going to read, showing you that this is years that went by. See. But see, a lot of our people, they don't have the concept of time when they be reading these scriptures. They be thinking, oh, yeah, see, this happened this month, then Latin. The next week, this happened. You don't get it. You don't fucking get it. But let's grab this. Nehemiah 13th chapter, right? Now, I'm going to grab the first few verses and then I'm going to jump down. Nehemiah 13:1. On that day, they read in the book of Moses in the audience of the people, and therein was found written that the Ammonites and the Moabites shall not come into the congregation of Yahweh forever, pursuant to Deuteronomy 23:3. See, meaning that's what that's talking about, right? But it says Ammonites and Moabites, right? It ain't talking about our people. It said I'm talking about them. Actual Moabites and Ammonites, right? It says, because they met not the children of Israel with bread and with water, but hired Balaam against them that he should curse them. How about our power, Yahweh, turned the curse into a blessing? Now it came to pass, when they had heard the law, that they separated from Yasharallah all the mixed multitude. And when it's talking about mixed multitude, you talking about, it's talking about what? What did he say in Ezra 10? Separate yourselves from these motherfuckers, meaning get rid of those wives that you took and those children. Now let's find out why. The main reason was because why? These kids didn't know let's read it. Let's just read it real quick. Second Esdras, Slakia, Nehemiah 13:23. It says, in those days also saw I Judites that had married wives of Ashdod and Ammon and of Moab, and their children spake half in the speech of Ashdod, and could not speak in the Judites' language, meaning could not speak Hebrew, but according to the language of each people. See? And it says what? And I contended with them, and cursed them, and smote certain of them, and plucked off the hair, and made them swear by Yahweh, saying, ye shall not give your daughters unto their sons, nor take their daughters unto your sons, or for yourselves. Did not King Solomon sin by these things? Yet among many nations was there no king like him, who was beloved of Yahweh, and power made him king over all Yasharallah. Nevertheless, even him did outlandish women cause to sin. See? This is why you was told not to go into them. Not that it was a transgression for you to go into these individuals, these people, but it's that so that you don't transgress the ways of the Most High by you going in and making a covenant and being with them. Which is what? Bowing down and worshiping their idols. That was a transgression. See? So I'm reading that to show that it was many. Hey, Jake been going into Moab, man. You been going into Moab. See? And matter of fact, let me go back to the other one, because matter of fact, I'm gonna continue reading here. And what it says, Nehemiah 13:27. Shall we then hearken unto you to do all this great evil, to transgress against our power in marrying strange wives? And one of the sons of Yoda, the son of Eliashib, the high priest, was son-in-law to Sanballat, Sanballat. What the fuck ever that damn dog name was. Sanballat, the Horonite. Therefore I chased him from me. And who was that Horonite? Sanballat, that Horonite. He was a Moabite. And this Jake took his daughter and went into her. And Nehemiah said, I chased this Israelite from the sons of Canaan. I chased his ass away from me. See? Because why? He probably didn't even want to do it. He probably didn't even, I ain't getting rid of my old lady because of the shit you saying. He just basically chased his ass away from him. Get your ass up out of here. See? But the point I'm making is, you had us going into Moab, man. See? Now, what do you think happened to those people when Ezra told them, get rid of them, those wives, and the children that you begat of them? Where do you think they stayed? Didn't you think they left from among Moab? No, they stayed among Moab. And throughout the generations, you had those particular Judites where if they had sons, those sons had sons. Those sons had sons. See? But guess what? They still our people. Now you had some, they assimilated, like the article said, they assimilated into Moab. They assimilated to Moab culture and so on and so forth. But it says what? Now they come into the remembrance of their forefathers of what they used to do. Not Moab, they remembering themselves. You see that? And it's all through the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shah. So our people got to cut that out, man. Stop thinking that and then, hey, this happened to Israelites. See, and I just read those few scriptures to show that we was dwelling among Moab. But what you think happened to those of our people that was among Moab? That Ezra says, "Hey, get rid of those wives and the children that you begot of them, because they couldn't speak our language." So what you think they was doing? So now, what you think they speaking Cantonese and Mandarin and all kind of shit right now. See, but they still among them. See, you don't think if they chose to return back to Yahweh Shemel Shah, you don't think that he'll save them? You think he gonna say they don't look like how they used to look, so I'm not saving them? Nah, this is what that's those scriptures is talking about when you go into Revelations 7 and 9. When you start at Revelation 7 and verse 4 down to 8, it's talking about Israelites. When you go to verse 9, it's talking about Israelites, but it's talking about these Israelites, us that still look how we look, and it's talking about the rest of our people, those that we call speckled birds. See, those that don't look like us, but hey, you still our people. So it ain't talking about no all people. This is the nations and the tongues and the people. This is who it's talking about. Those of our people that's among this other people of another nation in these different lands and so on and so forth, speaking these different languages. This is what it's talking about. It's talking about all Israelites, man. See? But these Edomites just been trying to find a way for them to slither into something that ain't got nothing to do with them, because they trying to escape their punishment. And ain't nobody can escape the punishment of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Nobody. See? You heard what the article said pertaining to that. That's a part of the curses right there. That you was going to be discontinued from your heritage. When they said they coming back to, matter of fact, let me go back to the article and read it again. It's just that one part. Read it again. And that's a part of the hey, hey man, you can't make this stuff up, man. You can't make this stuff up. And what it says, going back to this article pertaining to the Kaifeng Judites, it says the place of origin of these Judites and the date when they established their settlement in Kaifeng are sources of intense debate among experts. While the descendants of the Kaifeng Judites are assimilated into mainstream Chinese culture, some of them are trying to revive their beliefs and customs of their ancestors. You see that? See? And it's why? Because they experienced that one thing when it says, even thou shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee. That ain't just applying to us that's here in this goddamn cesspool in America. It's applying to our people that's everywhere else too, looking like whatever they looking like, man. And among whoever people they among, man. It's to them, man. It's to them too. These two Israelites is Judites, and they just look like this because Jake went into the one woman of Moab, and Moab, and she had a son, and that son grew up and went into him a woman of Moab, and here you have it. There you have it. You got two Judites right there looking like Moab. See? But they doing what? Looking like this, but coming back into the remembrance of their forefathers, and they doing what? They reviving their beliefs and customs. See? Just like we doing right now. Your ass reviving your beliefs and your customs right now. So you Jakes better get up on it, man. You Jakes better get up on it, man. The Most High is working a beautiful, good work, man, and y'all better recognize it. And I'm going to end it off there. Giving all honor and praise and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Rakha Ha Kodash. Shalom.